I'm in the process of moving, y'all. So here's some entertainment. Roll it.
Every time I see a black guy, I'm just like, ew, get away from me, don't talk to me, don't have time for it. These guys love to dog women out. They treat all women the same. They're low achievers, and I just don't have time for it.
Y'all thought I was gonna make a joke, huh? Nah, I'm gonna leave this one alone. She's already hurt. It makes no sense me compounding on her pain.
Right. And we all know hurt people hurt people. So let her live.
But black dudes, this got to be a win for us. I mean, good luck, white guys.
I really wish we could bring back race drafts like this.
Biggest black delegation. Shoot Tiger Woods.
No surprises there. The richest and most dominant athlete in the world.
Any of you people, and I mean black people, men or women, talking like this woman, well, your black card should get revoked. So you bitches can enjoy being others. Cause y'all know the white folks don't want y'all. Moving on.
When y'all get into it trying to hurt your feelings, what you won't do, another nigga will. Shut the fuck up. You had 37 niggas before me. Ain't now one of them did shit for your ass. You know how many niggas want me? But you saying that like you had a bunch of gentlemen just waiting to be your knight in shining armor. Them niggas just want to fuck, just like I did when I first met your ass. I just ended up liking you a little more than I expected because you had Section 8. Don't let them niggas fool you. Y'all gotta fucking humble y'all self, ladies. Y'all ain't getting no fucking younger. A lot of y'all got cute faces now. Y'all got nice bodies now. But your mamas and aunties did too when they was your fucking age. Now they built like bleach bottles and shit. Listening to Mary J. Blige still fucking a nigga she said was your uncle when you was 12. Y'all better fucking humble y'allself before y'all end up like your mamas and aunties.
Honestly, I just thought this one was funny, but there's some obvious truths to it. Most guys just want sex, and even when we want relationships, most men require more from a woman than for her to just look attractive. Brittany Renner is a good example of that, because she's attractive, but she turns most men off when she opens her mouth, and most men don't want to be a PJ Washington.
And by the way, I have a question, and don't fight me because I know how you girls like to tussle.
That reads, asking my mama why my dad was on child support but had us every day. And shout outs to all the fathers out there that never get the credit they deserve, because being a good father is a full-time commitment. But this next clip made some sense on why the divorce rate has continued to rise.
What makes you think that money is the main factor in what a traditional relationship is?
Because it's not about him making more than you. If we talking about tradition, the woman wasn't working. The woman was at the crib. Like Big Mama was at the crib raising them 10 kids that they was having back in the day because birth control was trash. She was at the crib. So it's like, again, my livelihood is tied to this man. So it's like, of course I'm going to stay. Because like a lot of these older people, like they like to harp on tradition and say, the divorce rates was way lower back in the day than they are now. True, but it's because her livelihood was tied to dude. Today, most women are making their own bread, getting their own bags, setting up their own plays. So it's like, I'm going to be way less willing to tolerate bullshit. And bullshit meaning families across the tracks. Bullshit meaning a bunch of stepkids, him cheating on you, him doing whatever the case may be, because your livelihood is not tied to him.
I'm not sure if women nowadays are more unhappy than they were back in the day. It's just the fact was, a 50-year-old woman back then with no real skills and no job had no real way of supporting herself if she left her husband. So she did what any woman would do in that situation. She stayed in an unhappy marriage. But I also believe women are divorcing men at a higher rate now than back in the day, but that's not making them happy. I wonder, would some ladies rather be unhappy in a marriage or unhappy by themselves? Because dying alone isn't a happy feeling either, and the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Yeah, and it's like, why is society communicating to men to be more feminine at the same time that you're telling women to be more masculine, right? That's like, just take a step back and think. You don't have to like Candace Owens.
I don't, just to be clear.
To take a step back and to go, that is kind of weird, right? It is a bit weird that you're telling men, oh, all displays of masculinity are wrong and you need to be more feminine, and telling men they can bend gender and do all of these things, while at the same time you're saying to a woman, you need to man up, you need to provide, you need to do this, you need to do that. That tells you that there's something satanic going on, right? And there's something, and this is why I go back to saying that the Bible has so much knowledge. Satan is the author of lies and deception. What more deception than telling women and men that there are no differences between them, telling men they can be women. You just have to decide right now. This would be enough. If you right now said, I identify as a woman, then right now society would say, we're so proud of you. And then they would give you the tools to get you to mutilate your own body. That's simple, right? And you're doing this under the guise of progressivism. There couldn't be anything more regressive. And you're starting this programming at such a young age, right? You're going after children with this because you're trying to psychologically condition them to think that these things are normal. They'll ruin their lives before they even know that they're in their life, right?
Yeah.
When a kid makes such a drastic decision as to say, I'm in the wrong body, and then goes through surgeries years later, and I've had people on my show and spoke to them about that, you're ruining their life. They'll never be able to have a normal family. They mutilate their bodies, right? So there's so much evil, and like I said, especially being a new parent, I feel this burden to continue to speak out about it, and I will never make an apology for calling out blatant immorality and deception.
I'm not a fan of hers, but I agree with this segment. To me, it seems like there's this agenda to get rid of the masculine man and the feminine woman. There's also a push to cancel people who talk about this stuff. So yeah, I'm out.